When you die, what do you want to happen to your assets and your money? Who do you want to get it? So this is what a will is all about. A will essentially tells the world, okay, when I pass, this is what I want to happen with all of my money. You do not want to get into a situation where you die without a will and you have these assets, because now this is going to create fights within your family. It can create a whole bunch of issues, and you do not want the state to decide where your money goes. Another option is you can create a trust, which essentially tells the world what you want to happen with your money after you pass. But again, this is what a professional can help you with depending on your personal situation. So you need to have a will or trust. That way you can dictate how your assets are going to pass. Second, if you are building your wealth and you don't have this wealth built yet, you need to have some sort of life insurance in place to protect your family from a tragedy. The way life insurance works is if you were to unexpectedly die, then life insurance will come in and they will take care of your family financially because you're going to buy this policy. So let's say you buy $1 million policy, you're going to be paying this policy every single month, either for a certain number of years or for the rest of your life, depending on what kind of plan you get. And so you're buying into this policy, and if you were to unexpectedly die, then life insurance is going to come in and they're going to give your family a big check. So if you buy a $1 million policy, they're going to come in and they're going to give your family a $1 million check. Personally, I look at life insurance the way I look at car insurance. It's there as tragedy protection. It's risk management. It is not something that you want your family to rely on to survive after you. Your goal should be to invest your money and build wealth with your own assets. And if something tragic were to happen along the way, that's when life insurance comes in as that bridge, and they can come and take care of your family, because you never want to run into a situation where somebody who is a breadwinner of a family tragically dies. And now this family already has to deal with this heartbreaking loss, but now they don't have a way to pay their bills. And what I think a lot of people overlook is how affordable life insurance can be. Like if you are a healthy 30-year-old male, you can get $1 million life insurance plan for something like $30 a month. So you pay $30 a month, and if you were to tragically die during the term of this life insurance plan, then the life insurance policy will kick in and they will pay your family $1 million. There are two things certain in life: death and taxes. If you are making money, you need to pay taxes. And even if you think you're not making enough money to really pay taxes, you still need to file a tax return, because that's just the way the government works. Okay? If you do not pay your taxes or you do not file your taxes, it is a big issue. You can go to jail for doing that, so do not play that game, okay? If you are making any sort of money, you have to file a tax return. If the money you're making is just coming from your job, then you can use one of those online tax filing softwares. They're very cheap to use, and a lot of times they might even be free, and they will walk you through all the different deductions and exemptions and credits that you can get. That way you can pay the least amount of money in taxes. So if you have just a simple tax return where you're just making money from your job, then use one of those online things, because that's going to be the most cost-effective ways to go. If you get a little bit more sophisticated, like now you're investing in real estate or you have other businesses that you're a part of, that's when you really want to start looking about getting your own accountant, because an accountant's job is now to manage your bookkeeping and check the numbers and see how the numbers are going, and then find you the most deductions that you can get. That way you can pay the least amount of money in taxes. When I was in law school, I spent a lot of time and I took a lot of classes on taxes. The tax code is thousands of pages long. It is not worth your time to try to find every single deduction. Hire a professional. That way you can save the most money on taxes, and that way you don't have to deal with the headache. Now, if you get to this point and you ask yourself, wow, if only there was a way to fast track my way to wealth, well, there is. Once you know how to use your money, which is all the things that we just talked about, then you can fuel the system by adding more money into the system by earning more money. The simplest way to make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a year is just by asking your boss for a raise. So if you think you've been doing a good job and you've been working at your place for a while, then you can go to your boss and demonstrate the value that you provide and show how you're going to make the company more money and show how you can take on more responsibility, and in exchange you can ask for a raise. That way you can make more money. For some of you, that's not going to be an option because you can't stand your job, or you don't want to put any more effort into your job or whatever, so you might want to consider getting a side hustle. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. If you are really a big fan of the internet, you can become a virtual assistant, you can be a freelancer, you can do design work. There's a lot of things that you can do on the internet to make extra cash, either by doing something, creating something yourself, or by creating services and offering these services to other businesses that need them. The advantage with this is you can do these side hustles usually on your own schedule and on your own time and wherever you want. but the downfall is it takes more effort to get started. Like if you get this raise, then you just keep doing what you're doing and you're already making this more money. With a side hustle, you have to go out and really earn this money, so it can take you weeks or months or maybe even a year to start making money depending on your effort and depending on how good you are at what you do. And if that's not good enough, then you can go out and you can consider starting your own business, or you can consider investing in somebody who's starting a business. So starting a business obviously has the most risk because the majority of small businesses fail. I can tell you from first-hand experience that starting a business is hard work and you're not going to see the returns that you want immediately. It takes years to really get any return out of starting your own business, if you get any return. But if you feel like you have the entrepreneurship bug and you really want to be a business owner, then this is an option for you, and you really just got to go out there and start, and this can give you the opportunity to earn more money, but is not guaranteed. And finally, number 10, check yourself. Kind of like what we hinted at in the beginning of this video, where you took out a piece of paper and you looked at how much money you had coming in and you looked at where all the money was going out. You need to make sure you keep doing that every single month because you want to make sure that your money is staying on track. This is not something that you can just do once and then hope for the best. Being wealthy and building a financially healthy lifestyle is a lifestyle. It's something that you have to do forever. Every single month, pull out a piece of paper, look at how much money you had coming in, look at how much money you had going out, and compare it to your goals. When something goes out of whack in your finances, it can mess everything up. Like in 2019, Americans paid something like $11 billion in overdraft fees. That's money that Americans didn't have because they spent money when they had no more money in their bank account. You need to be the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer of your finances. So see how much money came in and see how much money came out and make sure everything is adding up. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.